Okay, everyone, welcome aboard Austrian 9 Papa Golf. We're inbound to Rnav. Going to make the localizer DME runway 26 or Locdme east approach. To Innsbruck, obviously, just coming below 15,000 feet now. I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on as we're entering cloud. I'm going to also put these runway lights on. Going to be coming in quite quickly. We've got one from 1600, seems to be approaching also to Rnav, so that might be a convergent issue. I'm going to put the terrain display on as we're in cloud. I can't see what's going on around. But it's 2,000 above now, so we should probably be coming in first. Yeah, so we just entered that big cloud layer now. A little bit of it coming out there. So Nanet 2 Alpha. It is currently overcast in Innsbruck, but it's quite light. You can sort of see through the clouds, if that makes sense. They're not very dense. But we're going to take localizer 26 via Rnav, as it's the standard approach for the Vienna flight coming from the east. Just throw out a unicorn call there, basically. I'm intrigued to see what's happened with GSX. It's been updated, and I'm not sure if my profile should be fine, but the issue might be more the ground vehicles from Mike AT are basically no longer going to be current, so we need to get the Innsbruck weather. But yeah, you can see the mountain below there, so we're still okay in terms of altitude. METAR, we've got QNH 1015, broken 50, 3 and 1. So we're going to set 1015, performance. Next phase, 1015, 3. I'll take the wind as is. Barrow is 2600. Too steep path, yeah, that's fine. Localizer and localizer. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 9 Papa Golf inbound Artvik, 10,000 feet descending 9,500 for localizer 26. Let's just pop up the chart there. So we've got localizer 26. We've got the localizer Romeo here. I've only programmed localizer, so I'm just going to edit this to just the lock 26, which is the wrong chart. So I should go in here basically and open that chart. Might well be that localizer Romeo is the only one that they're still doing basically. So. That's fine, we're inbound Adric now. Performance, I'm going to activate the approach phase already. Okay, it is active. Great. So nav localizer and glide path. Now the glide path should actually be active already, but unfortunately Navigraph data does not account for that, so we're going to have to descend somewhat. Actually going to program 7500. So in real life you would have a glide path by this point. This is established. This is the point from which the approach must be established. So it's very frustrating in the game that the localizer doesn't come out properly to this point, but that's just a limitation of Navigraph, and I've asked them multiple times to fix it, and they don't seem to think it's an issue, so that is life. But about 15 miles we should then start to see the localizer basically. Medium, gear down, landing light on. Wing lights on. Going to use anti-ice for the approach, reason being -7 degrees and we have clear moisture outside. Okay, there's localizer and the glide path is established, so we've managed to do that, and like I said, it's around 15 miles. It actually shows up in real life. The localizer is guaranteed, as you will see here. It's up to 19 DME anyway. Okay, flaps 2. Minimums are actually 2250, but we're going to use 2600 today. Missed approach will be 9,500 feet. knots now. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 9 Papa Golf, 12 miles, runway 26. Yeah, gonna be a bit blustery as we come down. Still not sure with anything really. Speed's low enough, we'll use the windscreen wipers on this slow setting. Since high just blurs it more. Just setting localizer Romeo 26 there, just means we have the rest of this in there. Okay. But we're established localizer glide path. I'm going to set the autopilot as 2, so we've got the dual system working. We don't need it and we can't use it because you can't actually do a full auto land in Innsbruck, but it's fine. 155. Flaps 3. So this is what it's going to be like Innsbruck. Okay, I can just about see a small amount of the river in underneath. It's kind of fading in and out of sight. Looks like we're just overhead Hull. Tyrol right now. Okay, a little bit more of the city's now coming into view. This looks realistic. As you can see, there's lighter patches in the cloud ahead. So that's representative of the current state of the city. And I've got the runway lead-in flashes in sight. I'm not going to disengage the autopilot just yet, but I'm going to reduce to minimum approach speed and set full flaps. Okay, that's realistic weather. We do have quite a light opening over the city at the moment. As you can see, it's kind of broken cloud layer with this sort of little gaps every now and then. So yeah, right now this is probably what Innsbruck really does look like. We have had snow. It's already melted though, which is not simulated very well in the game, as we all know. So we will just continue our approach. Traffic, Austrian 9 Golf Mike is 5 miles from runway 26. It looks like we have a little bit of a building firn, so there's going to be some wind from the south, potentially some bumps over the city as the turbulence picks up. Okay, ice is no longer detected, so we're going to turn off the anti-ices just to give us a little bit more power. Looks like we haven't got any windscreen problems either. No rain, no snow. Oh, there's rain. So we'll put those back on. Actually, I'm going to reactivate the anti-ice. I just want to have the safety of it being on. Probe heat can be on. Don't want to get a false readout on the windows. Okay, I'm happy with the glide path. It's not that sunny in the west. The glide path data is still accurate, so I'm going to use that.
1000.
GS mode is off, as I don't want those interrupting callouts, especially once I'm actually visual. Landing member no green, no blue. Going to try and get the pappies back now as we're 3.5 degrees rather than 3.7, so this glide path is not quite correct. The pappy glide path doesn't agree with the approach when you do the localizer. When you do the Rnav Zulu runway 26, the glide paths do coincide a little bit better. In fact, I think the pappies are even slightly too steep. Okay, we go, coming in now over final approach. Just getting that nose down. We want to be on the pappies, or slightly above, but not too high. Okay, there's the M price over there on the left hand side. In the summertime they've even cut out M price into the roof. I'm going to keep about 1,000 now, just going to reduce to 900.
100.
I'm going to reduce now to 700 feet per minute.
50, 40, 30, A320, retard.
Touchdown. And reverse. Don't need the anti-icing on anymore. Yeah, so standard Innsbruck landing, nice and firm on the touchdown zone marker. There's one behind. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian and Papa Golf vacated 26. It's becoming a standard side at Innsbruck actually in the busier times, so you're always just going to see 2 lights on approach now, especially in winter. Okay, follow me, let's get stand 6. Not as accurate, Mr. Titan's already there with his clear airbus. It's a Boeing though. What are you doing? Follow me. It's totally not what they do in real life, just so you all know. Yeah, driving in the grass is also not something that they would do. Thank you. That was the worst turnaround I've ever seen a little car do.
Traffic, traffic.
Rally him. The Eurowings from Hamburg. All the effects that they've included now with FSLTL. I'm not actually running FSLTL, so I think that's just that's in live traffic. Okay, there we go, standards in sight. There's our marshaller. Parking brake set. False signal for engine cut. It's a quenched fist.
The boarding requested.
And they're still yellow, so that's good. It's made me happy. The Salzburg liveries have not been affected.
Passengers to boarding stop.
No, please don't. Oh no. Please avoid. Thank you. I'm going to the front like a logical person. Oh, you're going to drive through the bus before. Slight inaccuracy here, Austrian Airlines use containers for their cargo, but to be accurate for the majority of airlines that it's baggage conveyors, because that's what most providers use, including Finnair, Scandinavian, EasyJet, TUI, Transavia. Only British Airways and Austrian use it, and Austrian only use it for the A320 flights. If they're using an Embraer, they will use a baggage ramp. Unfortunately, it's not yet possible to set that by airline, which is actually the accurate way to be doing it. As you see the passengers going into Schengen, and I allow them to disappear before they go through the door, because let's be real, you're not going to see passengers into solid walls. Those would open and close and then they'd go in. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that approach. It was a fun one. Relatively firm landing, I think. Let's have a look. 360 feet per minute, 1.1 G, so yeah. 1.4 G is a really hard landing, so 1.1 G is just like a nice boom. You know you're on the ground.